Welcome to my channel, Food in Every Way. Today is rice and peas and curry chicken. Okay guys, these are the veg I'll be using. We've got green onion or scallion, we've got thyme, red sweet pepper, 2 little onions, garlic, ginger and these chilies. I like to use Scotch bonnet, but you can also use any chilies of your liking. The reason I like Scotch bonnet is just it gives the dish a really authentic flavour to it. So these are the veggies that are going to be going into the curry chicken. Okay guys, here are the veggies all cut up. With the ginger, I've gone ahead and I've grated it. I've removed the skin, but if you want to keep the skin on, it's optional, but I prefer to do it this way. I haven't done anything fancy with the other vegetables. I've simply cut the onions as you see there, and that's what I'm going to mix in. So the next clip will be what seasonings I've used, how I've mixed them with the chicken, and let's get going. So we've got, starting from left, we've got black pepper, curry powder, chicken season, pimento, which will be crushed and put in there also, and paprika. The main season here is curry season, so anything else you see here you can substitute for flavours that you like. So these are the ones I'll be using today. Here's my chicken. It was a small chicken based on the number of people in my family. So when it comes to seasoning, I like to season well. I don't want to have to keep going back and forth and add more seasoning. There isn't really a method or a sequence in doing this. You can start with any seasoning you like, but I do have to stress, please season well so the final product will be absolutely delicious. So after this, I've seasoned all my chicken. I'm going to make sure that I've mixed it well. I don't tend to use measuring utensils when it comes to spices, so I do it by sight. So if you're a person that likes to use measuring utensils, that's absolutely fine. Hopefully in my next videos I might be able to incorporate utensils for those that might want to know how much I actually use. So here I am, I'm mixing it all in, make sure I'm getting into the nooks and crannies for the next process. And here we go, this is the chicken coated well, mixed in well. I'm going to be adding in the vegetables now, just so they can suck up all the flavour out of the seasoning. I would normally marinate this for 24 hours, but it is optional. But letting it marinate overnight just allows these seasonings just to penetrate your meat and get to the bone to give you a lovely taste at the end. So I'm just going to mix in this all now. And it'll be at this point that I'll just cover it with cling film and bang it in the fridge, ready for the next day. And this is how the chicken looks with all the vegetables and the seasonings all mixed up in there. Absolutely delicious. Looks good to eat already. Okay, this is how I test to see whether the oil is hot with a wooden spoon. And in this next stage guys, I'm adding my curry powder to my vegetable oil. You don't have to use vegetable oil if you don't want to. You can use any oil you want. I've got my oil heated up at a medium flame, as obviously I'm using the gas stove. If you're using an electric stove, unfortunately I won't be able to tell you what level that will be at. So the main purpose of this stage is to cook out the curry, just to get that flavour out. And as you can see, the curry's got that lovely golden yellowy colour, and that's what gives the curry chicken its authentic look. So here is what it looks like guys. And in this stage guys, I'm adding the marinated chicken. Nothing has to really be done at this stage. All you're going to do is cook out the chicken in the vegetable oil, and you're going to allow the chicken to produce its own flavours and its own juices. So nothing has to be done at this stage. You can put the lid on your pot and let it cook out for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And that's all that needs to be done at this stage. So now it's been 10 minutes since we've covered the pot. So this is what you're going to see when you open the pot. So the next stage is to add the water. Now make sure that you're not adding too much water because you don't want to overcook your chicken. I would advise that you add enough water to cover the chicken about 2 inches above it. So here's me adding the water. It can be hot, it can be cold, but I prefer to use hot water. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix that all in, just get all them flavours up and running again, and I'm going to shut the pot and let that simmer. So once you've let your chicken cook for about 40 minutes on your consistent medium heat, this is what it's going to look like, and the next step would be to thicken the gravy. I like to use flour and water because I don't like to take away from the flavour that's already there. But if you like to use other thickening agents, that's absolutely fine. But this is how I do mine. So I'm going to show you next on how my gravy looks like in the next clip. And here we have it, guys. This is the final product. This is how my gravies come out. I like mine this consistency because I don't like it too thick. So yeah, this is it. So as you can see, it's taken on the colours very well, and I'm going to show you how I do my rice and peas. So for the rice and peas, I'm using red kidney beans, but you can use other beans of your choice. These are the fresh variety. I'm just washing them out in this clip here. So I'm giving these red kidney beans a good wash and a good rinse. These are raw. For you to get that authentic red tinge to your rice and peas, they have to be the raw kind, as when you're boiling them, they do release that lovely maroony colour. So I'm just going to go ahead here and wash out the beans. So these are the veg that are going to be going into my rice and peas water. So again, you've got the chili pepper, you've got thyme, you've got scallion, and you've got garlic. You don't have to chop them up finely. This will just do. So yeah, you're just trying to release the flavours again. So this is what my veg look like. Not a lot has to go in there. So yeah, we're going to pop these into the water. During this stage, all we're doing is letting the beans and the veg cook out together. We're wanting those beans to get infused with the flavours of the vegetables. So you're not doing anything special this time. So this is what it will look like. The beans have taken on the water pretty well. They look plump. So the next stage is to add the coconut milk. I like to add coconut milk and the coconut bar, as I find the coconut bar gives the taste, a very rich taste, whereas the coconut milk gives it that creamy taste, which I love also. You can use either one or you can use both like I do. So this is what it's going to look like. I know at present it's looking a bit peachy, a bit creamy looking, but as the beans and the coconut milk cook together, you will get that authentic red colour. I forgot to mention, what you're trying to do is you're not trying to fully cook the kidney beans out thoroughly, as when the rice does cook out, it's going to be all mushy. So I've added in the rice already. The rice has been pre-washed, and all you're going to do is mix that all in as you see me doing now. And when it gets to the stage that it's cooking down nicely, we're going to turn down the heat. We're going to turn it down because what we don't want to do is overcook the rice and leave it mushy. So here is where I would turn down the rice and let it simmer through. Okay guys, here we have it. My rice and peas finally finished. I've paired it up with my curry chicken, and here you have it guys. This is my take on curry chicken and rice and peas.